like I'm actually replacing human by AI. No, but it is more about the combination of AI and human. Teams who done the testing, and after that, with the help of AI, we can detect whether there is any disease or not. In deep learning, we don't need to do all these things. Yeah. So let's learn the basics of AI to become a top data scientist. So first, let's understand what is AI. So AI is something like there is for artificial. We all know what artificial means, but it is like it can be anything that is made by humans, right? Which are not natural, which is made by us only. And intelligence is something, the ability to understand or think and learn. So humans have all this characteristics, and like when it comes to artificial intelligence, it includes everything: the ability to understand, to think and learn. Okay. Now, what is artificial intelligence? It's a broad area of computer science that makes machines seems like they have human intelligence. So, instead we are doing that, we are learning a machine so that that machine can do all our works from their side. Okay. Now the goal of AI is to mimic the human brain and create systems that can function intelligently and independently. Okay, so coming to the next thing, which is then if everything is done by the machine as of now, like we are learning the machine and the machine is performing our work, then you might be wondering, okay, then why our lives are not like the Jetsons? Like, for them who don't know who are Jetsons, so they're a cartoon character where there is a future things are happening, cars are flying, like that. So if you ever asked Alexa to play a nice song or order your food or play something from Netflix, you are actually interacting with AI without realizing it. So that this kind of examples I was asking for, no issues. So whenever we ask Alexa or we ask Siri to perform something or do something behalf of us, so that time we are actually interacting with AI, like which is created by us only. So without realizing it, we are like using them. Okay, and we don't like in our daily lifestyle there are multiple examples where we are actually using AI. So AI designed in such a way so that you do not realize that there is a machine, so you feel like you are interacting with a human only. So whenever we call like any company and there is a bot from other side talking to us, and we feel like there is a human only who I'm just asking question and that thing is answering, so that is not a human. Okay, so we trained that particular machine in such a way so that we can get like definite answers, like I'm asking something and I get the right answer. So without knowing it, we are actually using AI in our daily life. Okay, now coming to the future of AI, it will continue to act as a technological innovator in the coming years. And AI expected to become little less artificial and a lot more intelligent. The same thing, so that we don't feel that we are actually interacting with a bot. So that it can replace an intelligent worker, and most of the repetitive and time consuming task can be automated using AI. So we are actually trying to replace our like instead of intelligent workers, we are trying to implement a bot, so that whatever like which is time consuming, which is more expensive, if I'm doing it with the help of a human or a worker, it's become more expensive. But this is something I'm investing for one time, and that bot or that machine will do everything after this, like everything will be automated. So we still need human experts who can build and maintain this synthetic bots. So it's not AI versus human, but it's the combination. So if there is no human, so who will build this? Who will maintain this? Who will improve this? So it is not like I'm actually replacing human by AI. No, but it is more about the combination of AI and human. Now, there is a multiple places where AI being used. Okay, now let's say if it's healthcare, if it's security and defense, if it's education, if it's banking on finance or autonomous vehicles or manufacturing industries, entertainment industry, workplaces. In testing laboratories, there are machines who done the testing, and after that, with the help of AI, we can detect whether there is any disease or not. Okay, so there are MRI images. So from that, testing diseases, absolutely, yeah. So for cancer detection, so we can tell our machine कि we have this symptoms. So can you tell me, am I suffering from X disease or not? But in testing laboratories, the testing is done by the machine, but after that, predicting or interpreting that testing, like the test report, is we can do the help of AI. That part we can do. Yeah, that part we can do with the help of AI. So in that case, this is more about interpreting the thing and trying to understand whether I'm suffering from any disease or not. Okay, and let's say, just I have mentioned, okay, if I'm suffering from one person is suffering from cancer, so like mentioning all the features or the symptoms is happening with me, we can tell my machine, okay, I have this many symptoms, and can you uh, tell me, okay, whether I'm suffering from cancer or not. Okay, so for that we need to make my model learn, okay, if these features are there, then this person is suffering from cancer. If these features are there, then that person is not. Okay, so from learning from all these data, from huge data, AI, when we want to make my model learn something, I need to put data, I need to put experience which is already happened, so that my model can understand. Let's say when we are small and we are not one toddler, the toddler doesn't know, okay, which one is a dog, which one is a cat, right? And that time I need to make him understand, okay, if uh, it has a tail, it has a big ears and big eyes, and it looks like this, it has this features, then it's called a dog. And if it doesn't have this things, then it is not a dog. So with the help of features, I'm trying to make my toddler understand that this one is a dog and this one is not. And after this, customer care as well, there are so many bots are sitting other side, who are talking to us according our questions. So yeah, and that's why we sometimes we don't even feel that we are talking to a bot. Yeah, right, you are right. So in that case, this is something like that, we need to make them understand ki if it it like this, if it has this many feature, then this is that, if not, then it's not. Okay. Yes, we can, like if we are working for a company, and there, with the help of previous data or stored data, we can predict the next sale, like how much sale will be there in next year, we can predict those things. Yes. Okay, so our artificial intelligence domain is huge. So there, within AI, there is a huge domain called machine learning. So machine learning is a part of AI. Okay, and we have, which is like so much renowned as of now. Nowadays, deep learning is a big domain. So deep learning is a subpart of machine learning. Okay, so when I'm giving you one problem, you can solve it with the help of like vanilla machine learning, like the typical machine learning algorithms, or you can go into deep learning. But for deep learning we need to face some like we there are few criterias you have to maintain, or else you can't go to that, because deep learning you need huge data. You for like training your data you need huge sorry, for training your model you need huge data, and you need a good strong computational power. Okay, so for that deep learning, though the accuracy you will get from deep learning is much higher than normal machine learning. Okay, so in machine learning what we do, we feed data, we feed input to our model. We give some data, okay, these are the features, and if something has this many features, so answer is this. Okay, let's come back to the dog and cat wala thing. Okay, if this many features are there, so it's a dog. If this many features are there, so it's not a dog. So it's there is like, if I'm doing the binary classification, like the answer will be 0 or 1. Okay, so 0 is not dog, 1 is dog. Okay, so I'm feeding first, I need to feed my model. I need to put a lot of data saying कि if these features are there, so it's a dog. If these features are not there, it's not a dog. Okay. But in deep learning, we don't need to do all these things. Okay. Because I just need to put the data. I don't need to define the features. Okay. If there is a ears, big ears, or big eyes, or one tail, I don't need to mention all these features for deep learning. Deep learning is something, it extract its own feature automatically. Okay, and it's train the whole model and gives us the answer. Okay, so no need to understand this many things as of now. Just understand that machine learning, the accuracy you will get from deep learning is much higher, and just because you are getting a lot a much more higher accuracy, the computational power and the database has to be high. Okay, and from learning it is like much more classic. The computational power, you don't need to be like more so much stronger, nothing like that. But you need to work a little bit more, so that you can, because you need to define your features, you need to make that model understand that this is that. Okay, so these are the layers. Within artificial intelligence there is machine learning, within machine learning there is deep learning. Okay, and nowadays deep learning is a huge thing, people are like using in every domain, people are using it. Okay, now coming to the next slide, application for deep learning. Okay, so all this customer support agent, medical care where we can detect the cancer cells, analyze MRI images, computer aided diseases detection, all these things. And the like Amazon, Netflix, all these big entertainment companies use this deep learning to understand their users brain. Okay, you can see okay, if you are watching something in Netflix, you can see after watching one movie, the recommendation comes with like which you supposed to like which one is mostly likable to you. Okay, your watch list. Okay, so for recommending you the right movie or the right series, it takes the help of deep learning. Okay, or if we are like, there are a few companies who are trying to build their self-driving cars, and like they are working on that, they're like the Apple, Tesla, and Nissan, all these companies are trying to like, they are building self-driving car where you don't need to drive for yourself. So all these places, for all these places we are actually using deep learning. Okay, And for deep learning, the costing is also high, just because you need to avail your a high computational power wala machine, and your data has to be huge. For all these things, the cost is also high. So if you don't have the money, you can't avail this.